All right, guys, welcome back. So, this is the latest pickup, okay? This is the Happy Halloween, the Headless Horseman. It's toned, but what makes this piece so unique, and you won't find these online, this is a vintage art bar. This is 86 from Silvertown. Damn, that reflection is killer. Look at that. Or something that's older than me. This thing's probably 37, going on 38 years old. But the back's really clean. The front does have some nice toning. It's a little warm in here. So I don't know if it has anything to do right now, but you could see it's got some real color to it. For its age, it's not too bad. I really enjoy these Headless Horseman bars, guys. And I will say this. For a silver art bar, the price was a little bit more. I won at auction, but you're buying these online now for like $40, 40 plus, I should say, and that's what I paid for it. So I'm like, do I want one that's pretty modern where everybody has it, or do I want to try to find something that is unique? And I really love the back. Silvertown made this in '86. It goes to show you they've been around for a while. But overall, really nice looking piece, guys. It came in this red box too, which I thought was cool. Happy Halloween, 86 Silvertown Headless Horseman. Literally the only difference you'll know between this and the modern ones they just made, or the made in the last few years, is the back. There's 3 different versions on the back I've seen, but I really love the character on this. These are going to carry much more of a premium than I paid for them. From my perspective, guys, it's one of the times where silver's right now 32 an ounce and it's breaking 11-year highs. But you could pay more and a heavy premium for certain coins when there's a collector value. Silver art bars, a lot of collectors like those, especially Halloween theme. And I think it was low 40s, which is really a steal because I've seen at one point there was one that was like 100 of this one that was sold. So there's a heavy premium based off of the collectors like it. And the only way people would notice is if they look on the back. Outside the toning on the front, I really liked it. And I was meaning to get one of these before to match my other Headless Horseman. I'm going to get the Headless Horseman, this action figure. I'm going to get one out of the box. I'm creating a little Headless Horseman theme, a couple silver coins, and it'll be a horse and the Headless Horseman on the horse or next to the horse with the coins. So I think that'll be pretty cool. Now, let's talk about silver. So, silver cracks 32 an ounce, guys. Most of us are pretty happy because if we're stackers, we've been in the game for a minute. I'm assuming if you've been in it for a couple years, you've probably gotten in closer to 25. If you're new, last year or so, you're probably 28 to 30. Me, probably 15-ish. Floating around 15 to 20 over those years. So I've been thinking, do I want to take some silver and maybe sell a little bit, make a little profit? The crazy thing is I would probably just take the profits and buy some other coins in silver that I like. Sometimes as collectors, you buy things you like and you'll pay the premiums because it's not just the silver you're buying the collector coin. And I've done well with those over the years, and some people say, well, it's ridiculous because it's just 1 ounce of silver. Well, yes and no. I have generic stuff that people would pay me a little over spot for. I have collector stuff that people would pay me hundreds, $1,000 plus over spot for an ounce of silver, and that's no joke. So whatever your opinion is, that's your opinion. I understand both sides. I understand what it's like to be a collector. I understand what it's like to be an investor, just holding the metal. It's all good. We can all agree that we all have our thing. I have a little bit of everything when it comes to silver. I've been in that game for a long time. If I was to sell and make a little profit, I'd probably move some of the money into some other things that I felt like had more upside. And I'd only be selling a little bit of my silver, guys. Like I thought about the other day, it'd be like 10% if I sold. And I'm like, that's not bad. Make a little money on it, move it into something else. We don't know how long this is going to pump for. People think it could keep going up. And let me tell you something, silver, I've been in for a long time. After a while, some of the stuff you're like, I've got 15 of the same 1 ounce bars. So, guys, I could sell 10 of those, keep 5. And then I have another 15 of the same 1 ounce bars. You know what I mean? And then try to find something that will have more upside, or just hold on to the money. And if silver crashes or drops again, which I don't see it happening in the short term, I can see it going down. None of us have that crystal ball, but it's just kind of the same game, up and down, up and down. But I am like in this 30 something an ounce for the sake of I've made some money. Now, as far as collecting goes, you've got to be careful, guys. There are people out there selling you things that are probably, oh, it's a great collector coin. And they're trying to sell you for a $70 coin, and it's probably worth a little over spot. Be careful. Do your research. Know what you're dealing with. You know, I picked this up and I paid 45. Spot's like 32. Some people will be like, oh, I'd never pay that much. Well, guess what? Somebody, I guarantee you, somebody would buy this from me at the price I paid for it. Because there's a lot of Halloween collectors, horror collectors, headless horsemen, and the modern ones are selling for like 42 plus. So this, to me, was a no-brainer. This will probably fetch closer to 100, to be honest with you. I'm not selling it, throwing it in the collection. The generic stuff I have in my collection, I put 10% of it aside. Might move a little bit of it. I've sold a little bit. But like I said, that's it, guys. I think silver at some point, why should it be that low? It doesn't make sense. There's a lot of manipulation. This isn't one of those videos, but there's a lot more use industrial, and also the demand is pretty much it looks like it's nearing a record high too. So gold, all-time highs. Silver just hit its 11-year high. If silver hits its all-time high, we'd be seeing $50 silver, which would also take the gold to silver ratio. I believe it's 80 something to 1. At one point, it's probably down to 70-ish. If it gets somewhere to like between 50 and 30, that'd be a huge jump. People would say they'd sell their silver and try to move back into gold. That's your plan. I personally would sell some and move it into platinum. I'd look for metals that are underdeveloped as far as they aren't getting the recognition they deserve. And what I mean by that is platinum is one of those metals where it was more than gold at one point. Now it's probably 9 to 30 times rare. There's been speculation on that, but it is much rarer than gold. And it's like half the price of gold, if not more than half. So I would sell some silver, make some money, and then put it into platinum and see if platinum has its day. I believe it will. I do own some platinum, and I think platinum under 1,000 is a good buy. All right, so those are some of the thoughts I have with the silver, with the coins. I'm going to continue to buy stuff that I like, that fits my theme lately. I've been building this horror collection. I'm a horror collector, but I love some of the horror coins, and they're super expensive. You know, that was one of the cheaper ones, but like some of the stuff I'm looking at is graded. Maybe I'm looking for MS70. If it's a proof coin, PR proof 70. And I think it'd be fun to add more stuff to the collection like that while maintaining a silver value. The funny thing is, there was a time I remember buying these coins proof 70 for 30 something dollars. Well, guess what? Those coins I've sold for like close to 100, and now the price of silver is 30. You just don't know, guys. So it's just my 2 cents, my opinion. I'm having fun with it. And I think if you're new to the silver market, do some research, ask me some questions. It is getting high, but I think if you're going to buy now, buy a little bit. It could probably go up here more, and then it probably could fall. But just dollar cost average the long term, I think you'll be fine. I think there's going to be that fear of missing out soon where people are going to panic buy. I think we're starting to sense that when it hit 32. I called a coin shop today. I asked them if I sold them some silver, how much they'd pay. They paid 30. It's pretty easy to sell silver even on OfferUp or Facebook Marketplace at 30 an ounce right now when it's $2 and about $2 below spot. So, but yeah, be careful. Watch out for scams. Make sure you're buying real stuff. I've dealt with a lot of people recently. I haven't been making much content, but I got busy. And I will say this, guys, I'm going to add some more stuff here soon. I've got a couple things I've been working towards and thinking about. If I pull the trigger, so to speak, and add some pretty nice pieces to the collection, well, you'll be first to know. I do have to make some content on some other related items I picked up. For this one, this is the Headless Horseman. Guys, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more.